Hello, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for joining me here today on Narcissism 101 Cracking the Code with me, Paul Wisdom. Okay, so before we get into what we're going to talk about, as usual, if you want a one-on-one session, you can email me at paul.wisdom_03@hotmail.com, or you can send me a text message at 647-406-3057. If you want to talk, if you want to vent, if you want advice, if you're just looking for somebody to help you in your narcissistic experience, relationship, marriage, whatever you need, if you're trying to figure out what type of narcissist you're dealing with, or if you're dealing with one of the more dangerous and tough ones, psychopath, Machiavellian, or a sociopath. If you're trying to get any help with that, you can feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to give you some help, more than happy to give you some insight on what it is that you would be looking for. So, without further ado, what we're going to talk about today, guys, is why you need to just do nothing. And I'm going to talk about that because it's not too descriptive per se, but I want to talk about what I mean by why you need to do nothing. So, post narcissistic experience, post narcissistic relationship, post narcissistic marriage. That's the reason why I called it an experience, because it's an experience, right? And it's an experience that you were not prepared for. You didn't know that somebody could lie to you. You didn't know that somebody could want to destroy your life on purpose, knowing what they were doing. You didn't know that people could hate people to the extent of wanting to completely destroy them and destroy anything that matters to them. You know, their relationships, their work, anything that matters to them. You didn't think that these type of people existed. But the truth is that narcissists do this so effortlessly. How they can do it so effortlessly and is because they do it all the time. And I mentioned this in many of my videos that this is like a full-time job for the narcissist. They do this as a full-time job. They're always doing this because they need to run away from all the lives that they have destroyed. And that is so many people. And that's why, because they do it every single day, right? And so when we're talking about your post experience, when you've got discarded or when you've reverse discard, meaning that you've discarded the narcissist, and it's something that I don't prefer that you discard the narcissist, and I've explained why in many videos. And you know what? For the sake of this video, I'll say why. The reason why I don't encourage people to discard the narcissist is because when you discard the narcissist, things can get very, very ugly, especially if you do not know which narcissist you're dealing with. If you just do it to whatever narcissist, then you're setting yourself up for a lot of trouble. And especially if you're dealing with a malignant narcissist, which is the most dangerous, that will actually physically attack you. Or like when I say physically attack, like knock you out. Or if they don't attack you, then they could get somebody to go and kill you, or they could come back at a later date and kill you themselves. Malignant narcissists are very dangerous. That's why I don't prefer for people to get away. I prefer for you to do the right thing, get away safely, get somebody that you know, someone you're in contact with, get them to know whatever's going on in your life. And then once you have contact with them, then you can figure out how to leave safely. But when we're talking about being still, okay, many people and many commentators say this thing, and I disagree with it, and I'm gonna talk about it right now. What they suggest is that people should move to different places in the world, that people should change their phone numbers, that people should get new emails, that people should, get new phones and all this other stuff. And I disagree with that. And I say, don't do anything like that. And here's why. I'm going to probably get some people disagreeing with me on it, but here's why I say do not do anything. The reason why I say to do nothing is because you have to remember, narcissists know exactly what they're doing. Narcissists know that that when the relationship ends, when the experience ends, that you're going to want to do those things anyway. They know that you're probably going to move. They know that you're probably going to change your number. They know that you're probably going to want to get a new phone or get a new email. They know all these things because narcissists, you have to understand, you're not the first person that the narcissist has done this to. And I can tell you right now, when you were in the relationship with the narcissist, when you were married to them, they weren't just dealing with you. They were dealing with multiple people, whether it was an ex, whether it was a new supply, a person that they were talking to while they were with you, whether it doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be they were dealing with a friend or a close friend or someone in who they were working with. They are always doing this, so they know exactly what people are going to do because they do this so effortlessly every single day of their lives. And so why I say don't do anything is because when you do those things, when you change your number or plan to move state or do something like that, when you do those things, what you are telling the narcissist is that they have gotten to you. You are letting the narcissist know that they have broken you down. And when you do that, that tells the narcissist that they've got to you, that they've destroyed you. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to give the narcissist any suggestion that they have destroyed you. You don't want to tell the narcissist anything. And by doing that, remember, actions speak louder than words, right? So when you're showing the narcissist through your actions that you're trying to get away from them and all this, or that you're getting help, or that they hurt you somehow, or that you're going to change your number and do this and do that, when you do things like that, the narcissist knows that they've won. And that's what they love. They love to know that they have won. So what I say is that you stay still. Don't change your number. Don't change your email. Don't move anywhere else. Just stay exactly where you are as you are. And if you need to get help, maybe go see a therapist who knows what they're talking, if they know about narcissism. Don't just go see any therapist. See a therapist that knows about narcissism. But even then, on my channel, what I've suggested is don't go seek counseling or don't go and seek help. The reason why I say this is because majority of those people don't know what they're talking about. Majority of therapists, they don't know what they're talking about. So you're better off just you're better off just watching videos and getting your education from people who, like myself, and if you're watching my video, thank you so much for being here. Get your knowledge from people that know what they're talking about. And then they can help you on your recovery, and then they can understand exactly what it is that you're going through, because all narcissists play by the same playbook, and all of us who've gone through the cycle, right? We all have the same exact experience, but we just experienced it with different people in different time zones. That's all that's different. All narcissists do the exact same things. It's the same demon possession, but you have to keep in mind too, it's not just if you're new to my channel, go watch my video it's titled "The Narcissist Isn't Just Demon Possessed." Go watch that video. I need you to go watch that video. But what I said is that they have a disorder within their brain. It's a disorder within that empathy part of their brain that allows for them to do those same things. Because what do all narcissists lack? If you're not new to my channel, but you've been watching my videos, what do all narcissists lack? They all lack the ability to empathize. They cannot empathize. They're not normal, everyday people that you meet, or maybe toxic people that you come in contact with that may be mean or have challenges or whatever. The normal toxic people don't go out of their way to destroy your life on purpose, knowing that they know what they're doing. But narcissists do. And narcissists, they, like I said, they lack empathy, right? And so because narcissists lack empathy, they have a need to want to destroy other people's lives, right? And so that's what I'm trying to get people to understand, right? That empathy part of their brain doesn't function or is missing the way that a normal human being's brain functions. And so you got to remember that, and you got to understand that, right? That's why I say don't do anything. Right? Because the narcissist knows that when they've taken everything from you, when they've taken your money, when they've taken your house, when they've taken custody of the kids, when they've taken when they've taken your family from you, whether like relationships, your friends, and when they've taken all that stuff from you, they know inside of their minds, they want to know that they've destroyed you to the point where you're gonna get a new phone number or go move state or move in with a family member or a friend. They know that you're gonna do that these are the things that you're either going to do or that you are going to want to do. So what I'm trying to say here is don't give the narcissist any satisfaction knowing that they've got to you. Be indifferent to them. And what I mean by indifference is show the narcissist that you are stronger and that you are better than them. And how you do that is you act indifferent. You move silently. You block them, you delete them, you move silently, right? But do silently. Don't tell them what you are going. Listen, that's the worst thing that you want to do with a narcissist, okay? Do not tell the narcissist what you are going to do, and don't post any of your stuff on social media, on Facebook or any social media platforms like Twitter or Instagram. Don't make posts either about anything that has to do with the narcissist, because the narcissist knows exactly what they're doing. The narcissist knows when people post like memes and things like that, and things like that. Narcissists have a sixth sense. They know exactly what people are doing when they've discarded people, because they've done this to so many people, and they do this every single day, right? It's their life's work. It's a 24/7 job that they're always doing. Why do you think that narcissists are always on the go? Why do you think narcissists can't sit still? It's because they're always manipulating people. Or if they're sleeping, they're claimed to be sleeping, or you see them lying down in their bed and they're asleep. They're not sleeping. And I talked about this in one of my videos. They are not sleeping. Inside of their minds, they're thinking of who the next person is that they're going to abuse, or who the next person is who's going to come after them for that money that the narcissist stole from them. Narcissists are always plotting and they're always planning, right? Because they're always on the go. So what I'm saying here, guys, is to stand firm and stand still, right? Don't move. Don't go anywhere. Just be still. Just do whatever you do. Move on. Right? That's what I'm trying to say here, right? I know it's easier said than done. I get it. But what I'm saying is, take the words I'm saying to understand that to not give the narcissist any satisfaction. That's the mainstay of what I'm trying to say in this video. Don't give the narcissist any satisfaction, because any satisfaction that you give the narcissist, you are fueling them with more supply to go and abuse and destroy the next person, and to possibly destroy you as well. Because narcissists, they love supply. They love positive supply, and they love negative supply. They get supply knowing that they've destroyed you. So when the narcissist finds out that, for example, that you're going to the hospital because you have a sickness or an illness, or when the narcissist knows that you've changed your number, or you've changed your email, or that you moved, you're giving the narcissist supply, believe it or not. You're giving them supply knowing that that they've got to you somehow. And that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to give them supply knowing that they've got to you at all. And how do you do that? Well, you stand firm. You stay still. You live your life. You take it one day at a time, and you move silently, right? That was another thing I mentioned in one of my videos. Start doing things that you enjoy. Start doing things that you love to do, whether that's going to play music, whether that's planting, whether that's going to the gym, whether that's participating in volunteering, whether that's going to church, whether that's chilling with your friends, whether it's going out to parties or events, or it doesn't matter what it is. Go and do those things. Because I can tell you right now, one thing narcissists hate is to see people happy. Narcissists hate seeing people indifferent to them, because narcissists want the power and they want the supply knowing that they've destroyed you. That's what the narcissist wants. They want to know that they've crushed and destroyed another person, because I can tell you right now, the people before you did not make it. They did not make it the same way you made it. They're still pining for and looking for the narcissist to come back to them. They're still looking for answers. They're still stuck. So what I'm saying here is that you don't want to give the narcissist any supply or any satisfaction. That's what supply is, essentially. It's anything that gives the narcissist energy, right? And I've talked about supply in many of my videos, okay? Supply, you have to understand, supply is everything. To the narcissist, supply, everything is supply, right? To you, things are what they are. So for example, your bed that you sleep on, that is a bed that you sleep on. Your job that you go to, that is your job that you go to, right? When you go use the bathroom, you're just going to use the bathroom to go number 2 or go pee or whatever, right? That's what you do, right? Because that's what you do. Narcissists, They see the bed as supply. They get supply from the bed, right? Because they get supply from knowing that that bed is what they're going to sleep on, right? When they go to their job, they think about how much supply they're going to get from their coworkers, how much energy they're going to get. Narcissists see everything as supply. That's why I'm saying that you need to cut off your supply that you give to the narcissist. And the narcissist isn't going to like that. They're going to think that they still have access to you when they've discarded you and nearly destroyed and taken everything from you. But you need to prove the narcissist wrong. You need to prove to them that they didn't get to you. And that's how you destroy the narcissist, by standing still and moving on with your life. Like I said, I know that that's easier said than done, but you need to, understand that the narcissist, they want to see you fail at all costs. They want to know that they've gotten to you somehow, right? That's what narcissists want. They want the satisfaction knowing that they've destroyed you. Why? Because narcissists thrive off of chaos, confusion, and control. If you've been watching my videos for quite some time, you know I've been saying that in every single one of my videos. Chaos, confusion, and control. Because narcissists want to cause enough chaos in your life to confuse you. And then once you're confused and you're in the trauma bond and you're in the fog where you don't know what's going on, which is how they've gaslight people, once they have that over you, then they know that they can control you. And that's what narcissists love. They love control, because narcissists know that they are not in control in and of themselves. So they need to get control from other people. So guys, understand what it is that I'm saying to you. Narcissists, they want supply and they want control. Supply plus satisfaction equals control, because narcissists love control. But you need to take away their control by being indifferent to them, by showing them you don't give a crap, by showing them that nothing they do matters, whether they hoover you, whether they call you from fake numbers, or they text you, or they reach out to you through fake Facebook accounts and make nonsense accounts about anything, right? Block and delete those. Because narcissists the narcissist is always going to be after you. They're always going to hoover you for the rest of your life, believe it or not. They're always going to hoover you. They'll stop hoovering you for a time. And then maybe 10 years from now, they're going to hoover you again. You're going to get a call from a fake number, or a text from a fake number saying, hello, or I'm going to the park with one of my friends. Do you want to come? Or, or something like that. They'll make up some nonsense to try and get to you. And all you're going to do is block and delete. Block and delete, block and delete, and so on and so forth. You just keep doing that, and the narcissist is just going to get sick and tired, but they're going to keep coming back, because that's what narcissists do. They think inside their mind, inside their disordered brain, disordered empathy part of their brain, they think inside their disordered brain that they can get to you, that you will come back to them, when that's a complete lie, right? Because you're going to run as far away from them as you can. So yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to talk about in my video today. Stand still, right? Just stand still and don't go anywhere. Just stand still, okay? So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Like I said, if you want a one-on-one session, you can email me at paul.wisdom_03@hotmail.com, or you can send a text to 647-406-3057. Like I said, if you want to talk, if you want to call, if you need some help, I'd be more than happy to give you the help that you need anytime. If you need anything, just reach out, just let me know, and I can give you the help that you need. But before you call me, just send a text to that number and just let me know it's you, just so that I know it's you and you want to talk about narcissism. If you just call me, I'm probably just going to block and delete your number, just because I just don't answer from private numbers of numbers I'm not familiar with. And so just know that. Just send me a text, let me know your name, and let me know I want to talk about my narcissist experience. I need help trying to figure out what I'm dealing with here, and I'd be more than happy to give you the help that you need, okay? So thank you so much again for being here today on Narcissism 101 Cracking the Code with me, Paul Wisdom, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you so much.